Yeah, it was quite a thing. I mean, I'm the software guy. I do games, so I look at the hardware like, ugh, but they did it. It was great. It was
Yeah,
great.
that was awesome.
Yeah.
And you also kept Connect for like also 12 hours.
Yeah, the name. I mean, the name is one of those things. We wanted to be able to announce the name and explain the name, right? We think one of the core values of 360. And I don't know if were you okay?
Yeah, we started talking, so it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the core values of ours is always bringing people together.
Yes.
Connecting, right? Live is a social network, the largest social network in the family room. People from around the world playing games together, communicating, socializing. And now what we've done is we've created an input device that allows not just gamers, but anyone in the house to interact, to play, to have fun. And we thought, what a better way to name it than Connect. Even though I thought Natal was a nice code name, but I think Connect.
It was
really
more than a nice code name. It was an awesome code name.
But I think Connect is really is the soul of what this program is about: connecting people to friends and family, letting them play together.
Is there anything about kinetics in there, or I'm just?
Yeah, it's obviously you're moving, right? The kinetic energy that's in the room. When people, the naming people, when they think about all of this, they're kind of bringing different emotions together, connecting, kinetic energy in the room, wanting to bring people together, and yeah, that's I think the name really fits for what we're able to deliver. And the nice thing is, we're coming this holiday with 15 launch games, probably more than 15 actually. I think when everything gets there, we have 4 as first party, so we have tremendous third party support.
Yeah.
Third party, I think, showed very well yesterday in the press briefing. I thought the dance game looked fabulous. I thought the fitness game from Ubisoft was great. And then our 4 first party launch games, it's really nice to see complete support for the program, not only first party, but the whole industry stepping up.
Okay, that's good. Is there anything that worries you about Kinect?
Well, I think anytime what I do, which is build games, it's an art. It's not a science. Right? There's no.
Tell that to your Ebert.
Yeah, but there's no spreadsheet that's going to tell me when a game is going to be fun.
Yeah.
So we're trying to put and build experiences that we think will delight people. That's why I love E3. Because right now in this booth, you just got done, people are actually getting to play.
Yes.
And the first thing I did at noon when this opened is I stood and walked the whole circle and watched everybody play all of our games. I went in the Halo theater, watched people experience Halo, and to see the delight that people have is great. So is there anything that worries me? I always worry that, are we really going to deliver what the consumer wants with the products? We've been lucky enough to have a pretty good track record of building great games from Halo and Gears and Forza, and we're going with our launch Kinect games, but that's always a challenge, and a challenge that makes it fun.
Okay, there has been a lot of dissent between the core gamers and this new wave. Personally, I believe it's the right move, because I think the market probably has reached a point where there are no more people that maybe are going to buy new consoles, because the core gamer already has a console, already has his games. So you need to reach a new audience, and that audience has never played. So you have to do something like Kinect to attract them to start gaming, and maybe they can move on to a core gamer, they can stay there. That's fine by me. What would you say to all those people that are feeling probably betrayed, or are like, man, I wanted more games like Gears, like Halo, I want more violent games?
Well, core blockbusters are always going to be an important part of our category, and a category for me personally that I find very both challenging and fun to build. It's something that's near and dear to my heart. We're getting ready to ship Crackdown 2. Crackdown's one of my all-time favorite franchises. That ships at the beginning of next month. I think the demo goes live next week, maybe this week, next week. On live, we announced a brand new partnership with Crytek for Project Kingdoms, right? So it's investing in the core will always be something that's very important to us, and it's about and I think that's what you were saying, right? It's you want to have the core blockbusters that have brought us to the point where we're at today, and you want to be able to expand your audience and bring more people in to the kind of entertainment that we have. And I think you and I probably both know the controller for some people is a barrier. For some people it's not. I'm not trying to get rid of the controller. I love our controller. I play with our controller all the time. But I also very much enjoy the Kinect experiences that we're building. And it can be and I'll take it even one step further, not to go too long. I don't know that. Well, I'll make it a positive. You're not always the same kind of gamer, right? Sometimes I'm in the mood to play Gears of War. Sometimes I'm in the mood to play Braid. Sometimes I'm in the mood to play something on my phone. Sometimes I might be in the mood to play a Connect game or a game with my family. And that's okay, right? People, to classify somebody as one thing, I think is too limiting. Because people, through the day, through their week, they want different experiences. And that's what we're trying to bring to market.
I think chasing experiences is what making games right now something so cool and so rich.
That's exactly right.
What do you think is going to happen next? I mean, you're losing the controller now. We already have HD. Mm-hmm. What could be a next step? Because we're already connected. We have live. We have friends. We have a lot of people playing around the world. We have, as I said, HD. Now we have lost the controller. What could be a next step?
So I see kind of two fronts going on here. One, and I think we're only at the beginning of what Connect enables, which is somebody standing up and completely immersing themselves in the experience, because there is no artificial barrier between their thoughts or what they want to have happen and what goes on screen. They can just physically or verbally direct, here's what I want to happen. They can interact. In animals, I think Connectimals is a perfect example of this. Somebody experiencing a relationship, a fun relationship with an animal on screen, which is not about hitting A or X or it's just a very smooth and natural interaction. The other thing I would say is that connected community, and we're doing a lot of work thinking about the community, because we have over 20 million people on live, and we think about what are these large social experiences that we can create. And you see a little bit of like in an ESPN announcement where the first thing you do is, if you're watching a sports game, is, hey, which team do I care about? And then you see, oh look, there's like 20,000 people that care about this. But it's really interesting to start creating you as part of a big community when you log in, and then think about the fun and social that we can build on top of that. I think those two things are the next wave of innovation for us.
Probably as a part of that, I think maybe at the heart of it is something that we've wanted for a while. I don't know about you, but I've had 100 friends of my game on my list for like, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years probably. Is sometime on the road going to happen that I might have more than that 100 years? Because I think it's a very important component. If we're moving towards a more social kind of gaming, I need more than 100 friends.
Well, there's two things, and we could get into a long discussion about kind of friends and then people you want to play with.
Definitely,
and everybody
yes.
who's out there. You definitely recognize the strength of thousands of people playing together and you playing together as a team and as friends, and that's why we've spent so much time investing in things that allow people to stay together as a party and move from game to game and share experiences. And it's clearly an area that we'll continue to invest, like really understanding your friends and your players that you're playing with, and then the overall community at large.
Okay, good. So you have covered a lot of things right now, and at the press conference, you surprised a lot of people, because you have games like Gears, which is very at the core of Microsoft. You also have Halo, which is like the franchise for Xbox.
Yeah.
What do you see that it's probably going to be the big franchise for Kinect?
I wish I knew. I mean, this is what's so fun, that we have many games in development right now for Kinect. We showed 4 of them, and we showed Forza, right? We showed some of what we're thinking there. We showed Star Wars, some things that are further out. We showed a partnership with Disney at a Cirque du Soleil and some ideas that we're thinking about there. I hope that we actually never get to the point where we know what the hit is going to be, right? Because I remember on Xbox One, right, all the lineup, like Halo was just one of our games in the lineup for Xbox One. Nobody had said, oh, this is Halo, right? It was just, there was Munch's Odyssey, and there was Halo, and there was Blood Week. There's this lineup of games, and now we sit 10 years later, 34 million units of Halo sold, and everybody's like, well, of course it was Halo, but we didn't know at the time. I don't think we know, right? The consumers will decide. We give the consumer choice. We put our best effort forward to build the best experiences we can. and then